أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. Proceeding of the webinar, there is Mr. Dr. Sada Hussain Alvi. So he is also welcome to if he present his input about the topic of the webinar. Mr. Sada Hussain Alvi, are you there? Can you turn off your mic and then talk?
I sent a request to Mr. Sados and Alvi to unmute his mic.
He unmuted the mic, but I think he's currently he's presence in the he is present in the in this webinar, but I think he has some problem. So you can continue the proceeding of this webinar.
Sure. Now I would like to invite Allama Dr. Zawar Naqvi. He's a religious scholar, distinguished religious scholar known for his contributions to interfaith dialogue and his efforts in promoting peace in sectarian conflicts. He will be discussing the role of religious scholars in preventing threats faced by Shia community in Pakistan, including the people of Barasnar. So I would like to welcome Dr. Zawar Naqvi from Oslo, Norway.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, I would like to greet to all participants who is present here, and I will begin my speech with basic points. In Pakistan, 4 elements have a basic and main role to establish the community, and they can divide, they can have an influence on the public opinion. First of all, media, including print media, social media, and other kinds of media. Other one is bureaucracy, who makes the policy for the Pakistani societies and environment. The fourth one is establishment. But the third one is special establishment, and 4 is religious societies, ulama, madaris, mosques, and worship places. And the ulama, they have a main role on the society. And other side, we are facing a society which is tired from the economical situation, political situation, and they haven't any kind of judgment power. And we have seen in the different situation and different events and different accidents, the reaction of the public against the minority, against the different issues. First of all, we can mention an accident in Sialkot against a minority member who had belonged to the Sri Lanka. They were a small issue and no so important issue, but the public was hasn't. They haven't any deep knowledge of humanity and the religion. So they made a bad reaction against a minority member. Other ones, we can judge another example in Lahore. A lady came with a dress she was wearing with a Arabic words halwa, and people has been made against her with a non-issue, non-important issue, and public gathered against her to kill her. In this situation, in this position, ulama has an important role to educate the people, to aware the people about the right paths and right Islamic education and teaching. But we can say with the sorry, ulama didn't teach the people, but ulama got the people more angry, more aggressive, and use this situation in the favor of their economically issues and make their popular in a society. After of Iranian and Islamic revolution and Afghanistan war and Kashmir jihad, our establishment created the society and used the Islamic element in his favor to establish, to create a society against the minority. So now we are facing the sequence and we're facing this now situation, now present and current situation in Parajnar and in other different parts of Pakistan. Recently, we have faced tragedy in Parajnar and Arbain Julus in the different part of Pakistan. Zairine convoy has been attacked by the militant group, but there are no effective steps against this critical situation. In this situation, ulama, Shia and Sunni ulama, they have a responsibility to create a peaceful community and peaceful society from the both sides. And we emphasize upon the establishment and bureaucracy. They should play their role to make the Pakistan peaceful. Although we can say the political elements cannot be ignored to create this situation. Politicians, they should play their role to establish, to make and create the peaceful society in Pakistan, and especially public opinion can be made by the media establishment, ulama, bureaucracy, politician. If they play all of these elements, they play their effective role, we can have a peaceful Pakistan, peaceful society, and we can make our country a development country, and we can have a progress in the different field. Thanks for all participants, especially for Sayyid Mustafa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zawar Naqvi, for emphasizing the crucial role that religious scholars play in addressing the sectarian violence and fostering the unity. And now we have reached the questions and answer session. So I would like to request, if you have any question, you can either raise your hand or ask in the chat box.
Thank you very much, Sayyid Mujtaba, but the chat box is not open for everyone. So is there some option to open it?
I can check it.
Okay, so I can start from my question to Mr. Ejaz Turi. Mr. Ejaz, you presented a wider picture of Pakistan. What is the latest situation? So the problem was initially resolved between the two sides in Boshare area, but there was also from some people the res once again the situation is still tensive over there. Particularly when Hamid Hussain, the member of parliament, he wanted to raise this issue 2 days ago in the National Assembly, but the session of the National Assembly was adjourned by the speaker.
Yes. So on and off still, because this particular village, Bushera, is basically surrounded by Shia-dominated villages. And still our people are basically asking for this particular group who actually have initiated all these issues, especially targeting the cars in the nighttime. And that had not been acted upon. So the situation is not as tense as like erupting a war between them. But they are still not fully in control, I would say. As long as the episode of the speaker is concerned, so this long-term clashes that actually happened between 2007 and 2011, many of you might remember that there had been protests even in Islamabad for quite a long time. Many politicians came in there, member of parliaments came in there. And towards the end, our people concluded that basically the parliament is unable to solve this. It seemed like it's not in their hands. So I would not be surprised if the speaker is not allowing him to speak any further on this issue, because this is a high-level security issue, and it is basically the military that can have a decision on it. So I would never expect, based on my experience of this 45 years and so of my life, that that the politicians might not have a big role in it. They can have a small role in it, in taking this voice of people towards the general public, but it's not in their hands. So yeah, I think that answers the question.
Yes, you are right.
Sorry?
So it's in supplement of the previous question. You are right that the people of Pakistan, they set up a set-in for a long time. I was during that time I was in Pakistan. So in the front of National Press Club of Islamabad, so they every day they were staging agitation and the protest against the situation in Pakistan. At that time, their road to linking to other areas of Pakistan was blocked by the terrorist organizations. Yes, you are right. And another question that is about a video that was circulated in social media that a person was beheaded by the Takfiri elements like an animal recently. So what is the reality of that video?
If you are talking about a video where a person was decapitated from the opposite neck
From
side,
yes.
yeah, that was a fake video. Actually, it was in Afghanistan somewhere. Some local Taliban captured someone who actually killed one of their person. So it was not from Parachinar.
That was a real video, but not belonging to Parachinar.
Not from
That
Parachinar.
was the old
This
video. That was real video, but
Yes.
the old video. Old video.
Yeah, it was a real video, but it was from some region in Afghanistan.
I see.
Especially when the people were talking, their accent was also in Afghan language, and this was not from Parachinar. But these type of cases have happened in Kurram district as well. There are lots of images, videos, which we are basically unable to show on the social media. There are lots of graphic in that. Just one of our, like my next door neighbor in the village, in 2007 clashes, they were done same kind of thing, and then their bodies were thrown into a wheat thresher, you know, the thresher where they basically make the powder of the wheat. So like they basically totally made the mince out of them. So these things have happened. There are extreme graphic images, graphic videos, which if you post on social media, the social media will take it off because of the filtration. And lots of these traumatic situations, especially the women, the mothers and the wives who have seen the dead bodies of their family members, they have gone through, it's unexplainable situation.
Yes, even these some of the paramilitary personnel from Shia community of Parachinar, they were slaughtered and beheaded in Waziristan some years ago. Yeah,
some are poisoned, some have gone through, because as I said, in the far-reaching aspects of these clashes is that it's not only limited to Kurram, but the people who are living in other side of Pakistan, they are also affected by it, because this extreme religious
violence
lessons and violence through the clerics in the extremist Sunni groups, they have actually penetrated into minds of people, and they have done these type of things in many other parts of Pakistan too.
Yes, Dr. Shia.
Yes, sir. I have a question regarding to Parachinar to the Mr. Ejaz. How we can help the people of Parachinar?
People of Parachinar.
You mean humanitarian assistance, charity, as human being?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. For the charity part, like I think the better source is always this Shaheed Foundation. They have done these type of aid programs in the past as well. There are some local organizations as well, like we call it Markaz in Parachinar, and they basically distribute any aid between the affected families. Some people can do it locally as well, but yeah, I would recommend these two channels because they are more reliable. Don't do it through the local people directly, because there can be some honest people and some dishonest people. So if anyone wants to provide certain aid, I think the Shaheed Foundation is a better one, because they have a proper website, their contact number, emails, and so on. So that's
the other question.
Yes.
Most of Shia parties and Shia group, they are struggling to make the peace in Parachinar.
Yes.
Is any Sunni party and Sunni group they would like to make peace in Parachinar, or they haven't any attention to this issue?
remember that there are people in Sunni tribes who want peace. They are fed up with all this situation because the way we have struggled economically and violently and so on, they also have struggled a lot. So when I said that the properties were demolished, it was not only on our side. Our people have fought back and they did the same to the Sunni villages as well. So there is a very prominent person called Abdul Khalik Pathan from the Sunni tribes. He's a very well-spoken person and he has protested on quite a few platforms. He's leading those people from the Sunni tribes who want peace in the area. And this, the ones who don't want the peace in this area is called Eid Nazar. He's a member of Lashkar-e Jhangvi, and he has been a prominent figure there. And they are the ones who are igniting it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ejaz Turi, for explanation of the latest situation over there.
Pleasure.
Yeah, I would like to request Dr. Septan Hussain Shah for closing remarks, and after that we would go to the prayers.
Well, thank you very much, all of the distinguished speakers and the panelists for insightful contribution, and the audience for their active participation. Throughout the discussion, we have deepened our understanding of the complex dynamics of sectarianism in Pakistan, particularly challenges faced by Shia population in Pakistan. We learned about historical roots of the sectarian tensions, the cross-border implications with Afghanistan, and the devastating impact of violence on different segments of the vulnerable communities, including women and children. Importantly, we identified key gaps in state response to these threats and discussed practical solutions to enhance community security and foster religious harmony. As we conclude, it is clear that addressing these issues require multi-level collaboration between government, civil society, and the religious scholars, and at promoting peace, protecting human rights, and ensuring safety of all ethno-religious communities. I encourage all of you for sharing your knowledge today and call for the policies that ensure the security and well-being of these marginalized groups, particularly Shias of Pakistan. Thanks once again to everyone who participated, and let's remain committed to building a more peaceful, inclusive, and secure future for all in Pakistan. Thank you very much. One thing more I want to add that was mentioned by Syed.
Your mic is muted.
Yes, that was mentioned by Syed Wajad Hussain Aqaid, the vision of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan. So addressing all Pakistanis, either the Shia, Sunnis, Pathan, Sindhi, all of the segments of society, that they are equal in light of the state. Under the Constitution of Pakistan especially, so the Constitution of Pakistan is providing rights to everyone who is living in Pakistan, either Shia, Sunni, Muslim or non-Muslim. So that is the vision of Muhammad Ali Jinnah is a proper and useful guidelines for the future policies of Pakistan. Even it is a guideline for all segments of society that living in Pakistan. Even Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was the founder of Pakistan. He was as his faith, he was Shia, but he treated all the people in Pakistan on equal basis. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much for your closing remarks. And now we will proceed towards the prayers. Before going to the prayers, I would like to have the recitation of Surah Ibrahim, ayat 42 to 44, which is about the wrongdoers. So may I have the permission to play the audio?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار مهطعين مقنعي رؤوسهم لا يرتد إليهم طرفهم وأفئدتهم هواء وأنذر الناس يوم يأتيهم العذاب فيقول الذين ظلموا ربنا أخرنا إلى أجل قريب نجب دعوتك ونتبع الرسل أولم تكونوا أقسمتم قبل ما لكم من زوال.
I will translate it. So the translation is, do not think, O Prophet, that Allah is unaware of what the wrongdoers do. He only delays them until a day then when their eyes will stare in the horror. Rushing forth, heads raised, never blinking, hearts void. And warn the people of the day when the punishment will overtake the wicked among them. The wrongdoers will cry, our Lord, delay us for a little while. We will respond to your call and follow the messengers. It will be said, do you not swear before that you would never be removed to the next life? So now I would like to request Dr. Sayyid Zawar Hussain Naqvi for the prayers.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وسلم على محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وآل محمد. O Allah, respect our worship and count this session in our worship, and everyone who has served to the humanity, success them. Everyone has make tragedy against humanity, guide and lead them in the right path. Shuhada of this accident, especially Parashar tragedy, Allah gathered them with the Shuhada Karbala and gave them a high rank in a paradise. And participants of this session, Allah gave them a reward in this world and after this world. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala.
Thanks once again for participating in this session.
To all of you. Bye for now.
Jazakumullah khaira, brothers and sisters.
Thanks you, Mr. Rada Musbi, Mr. Jasturi, Dr. C. Zawar Hussain, and I'm also grateful to Syed Mujtaba Haider for conducting and moderating this webinar.
Thank you for your